If you've been on social media anytime in the last year or so, you've probably seen Lemme gummies, cute, pastel, celebrity owned, and pushed everywhere. But cute does not equal effective. And today we're going to be pulling back the curtain on what these gummies actually do, what they don't do, and why some people are talking about Lemmy Purr in a way the brand definitely doesn't want you to see. Let's get into it, shall we? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Erin Bies. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist. And this is video 2 of my Sketchy supplement series, where we break down viral wellness products in plain language so that you can make sense of what you're buying. This series isn't about shaming people for wanting to feel better. It's about looking at ingredients, claims, marketing language, doses, and consumer experiences so you know what is real and what's just a pretty label. Today we're looking at Lemmy by Kourtney Kardashian. So let's start where we always start, or where we will start moving forward with this series, with the brand behind the product. Kourtney Kardashian has built an entire identity around wellness aesthetics, clean living, organic everything, detox culture, supplement routines, poosh, all of it. So when she launched a supplement brand, it kind of made sense, I guess, on the surface. But if you watched the latest episode of the Kardashians, you saw something kind of interesting. Kourtney had a BioCharger machine in her living room. It's that big white device with the clear tube and the coil inside the middle of it. Looks kind of like a giant typewriter, but without the keys. It's marketed as a frequency or energy device. It's also the same kind of machine that we saw Jessie Lee Ward use during her cancer treatment. Seeing something like that in Kourtney's house tells you a lot about the type of wellness trends she tends to gravitate towards. So a supplement line fits right into that aesthetic, in my opinion. With Lemmy, the branding is so strong that the science is over here trying to keep up with the Kardashians. And you already know how that usually goes. Let's break down what Lemmy actually claims. Lemmy has a gummy for literally everything, and that's not a compliment. Kourtney, relax. Okay? Stress, sleep, digestion, even vaginal health. Today, we're focusing on the 4 that are the most viral and the most heavily marketed: Lemmy Chill, Lemmy Sleep, Lemmy Debloat, and Lemmy Purr. You heard that right. These are the ones that you're going to see on TikTok hauls, self-care routines, and celebrity bathroom shelves. Lemmy Chill claims to reduce stress and support mood. Lemmy Sleep claims to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed. Lemmy Debloat claims to reduce bloating and support digestion. Lemmy Purr claims to support vaginal balance, odor, and pH. Across all of them, you're going to see the same kind of phrases repeated: clinically studied ingredients, clean, vegan, doctor formulated, science backed. These phrases feel safe to many people, but they're not regulated. Anybody can use them. I could come up with a supplement and slap these terms on the supplement and sell it to everybody. Would I do that? Absolutely not. Let's look at what's actually inside these gummies without getting lost in a chemistry book. Lemmy Chill's main ingredients are ashwagandha, L-theanine, lemon balm, and ashwagandha in studies is usually 300 to 600 milligrams a day. Lemmy Chill has 125 milligrams. L-theanine works best around 100 to 200 milligrams. And again, Lemmy offers just a sprinkling of it. This isn't a stress supplement. It's a Kardashian vibe, in my opinion. Lemmy Sleep's main ingredients include melatonin, magnesium, and chamomile. Melatonin absolutely works, but timing and dosage matter. 1 milligram of melatonin in a gummy that digests slowly is more of a bedtime treat than a sleep solution. Lemmy Debloat's main ingredients: ginger, digestive enzymes, and lemon balm. Bloating has so many causes that a tiny gummy with tiny doses is not going to solve them. This one is heavy on marketing and light on mechanism, in my opinion. And then we have Lemmy Purr's main ingredients: 2 probiotic strains and a botanical blend. Probiotics are strain specific and dose specific. Your vaginal microbiome is extremely delicate, self-regulating, and influenced by everything from sex to stress, to what underwear you wear. A general purpose gummy is not guaranteed to help any of that. Let's talk about the overall pattern with these supplements. Cute ingredients, underdosed actives, gummy format issues, and claims that lean on vibes instead of evidence. So let's talk about that phrase they love to use: clinically studied ingredients. Here's the truth about this phrase: it doesn't mean the product was studied. It doesn't mean the dose was studied. It doesn't even mean the ingredient in your gummy is the same form the study used. It means at some point, somewhere, that ingredient appeared in a study. That's it. Not the same product, not the same dose, not the same format, or even the same context. It's marketing dressed up as science, and gummies are a terrible delivery method for active ingredients. Heat breaks them down, sugar and stabilizers dilute them, doses have to stay low because of taste. Gummies are great for selling, though, not great for precision. And that's important when we're talking about supplements. This is why so many people say that they feel nothing when you look at some of the reviews from customers. Let's take a step back, though, for just a second, because I feel like this part is important. Celebrity wellness has never been about what actually works, in my opinion. It's always been about their vibes, their brand, over actual evidence. And the Kardashians are basically the blueprint for that. They're not selling supplements because they found a groundbreaking formula. They're selling you the lifestyle, the clean kitchens, the luxury skincare, the perfectly curated wellness mom aesthetic packaged into a pastel gummy and marketed like it's the missing piece in your routine. But here's the truth: the things that actually move the needle in wellness aren't sexy enough for Instagram or to go viral. They don't come in tiny glass jars or have lemon themed names, and they definitely don't come with a celebrity discount code. It's things like sleep hygiene, consistent movement, eating enough, getting enough fiber and protein, hydration, stress management, routines, structure, and none of that fits the celebrity aesthetic, in my opinion. So instead, we get gummies with catchy names and clinically studied ingredients that aren't even in the doses used in those studies. And the wild part about all of this is people look at these influencers and think, wow, maybe that's why they look like that. Maybe that's why they feel like that. But these are people with personal chefs, dermatologists, trainers, access to cosmetic surgery, private doctors, and access to therapies most of us don't even know exist. That's not a gummy. That's an entire team on payroll. You're not failing at wellness. You're being marketed to. And the more you understand how this works, the harder it is for any company, celebrity or otherwise, to take advantage of you and your money. If you look at the 5-star reviews, you'd think that these gummies changed so many lives, but let's talk about why testimonials can be misleading. Things like taste bias. Gummies taste good, they look cute, and they feel like self-care, so your brain associates that with effectiveness. Then there's the placebo effect. If you believe something will calm you or help you sleep, you might feel that way. The placebo effect is powerful and valid. It's just not the same thing as biochemical action. Then there's routine reinforcement. People take a sleep gummy and suddenly start winding down earlier. That alone can help improve sleep. Then we have influencer momentum. People want to feel like the influencers they follow, unfortunately. That affects perception before this product even hits their stomach. And why do some people feel nothing? Well, in my opinion, it's because the doses are too low to really even matter. It's not your fault, it's the formulation. It's the marketing. Now let's talk about Lemie Purr, because Reddit has been loud about this one. Across multiple women's health spaces, there are recurring reports of yeast infection type discharge, irritation, changes in smell, discomfort after a few days, and people immediately throwing the bottle away. These are not medical records. They do not prove causation, but I feel like the pattern should be addressed. Your vaginal microbiome is extremely sensitive, and probiotics are not one size fits all. And when a vaginal health gummy keeps showing up in negative threads, I feel like it's worth paying attention. And in my opinion, when the purr stops purring and starts filing complaints, that's probably a sign you should skip the product. And now for my favorite part of these videos. It's time for the red flag reality check. Let's rate this. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last video. There's 5 different areas that I'm using to come up with my rating on this series. Ingredient transparency, marketing accuracy, consumer experiences, risk versus reward, and dose versus evidence. Not in that order. So let's look at how I rated these and why. Ingredient transparency, 0.5 out of 1. Why? They do have clear labels, but the clarity is fuzzy at best. Dose versus evidence, I'm going to give them a 0.25 out of 1. Why? Because the doses in these products is nowhere near what research uses. Marketing accuracy, 0.25 out of 1. Heavily reliant on loophole language, in my opinion. Consumer experiences, 0.75 out of 1. I feel like it's mixed for most products concerning when we're talking about Lemie Purr, for sure. That rhymes. Not intentional. Risk versus reward, 0.25 out of 1. I feel like with this, it's probably low risk, but it's also low reward, but you're paying a premium price for it. So total score, 4 out of 5 red flags. I feel like the branding is elite because one thing that the Kardashians do well, it's the branding and the marketing, unfortunately. The formulas, not so much. You are paying for the Kardashian branding in a bottle, essentially here. And that's the full picture on Lemie, in my opinion. I hope that this checklist that I'm about to give you helps you before you buy anything, even if you're just asking yourself these questions. Do the ingredients match the claims? Are the doses close to research? Does the format make sense? What are real people saying? And am I buying results or am I buying branding? If you can't say yes to most of those questions, it's probably just a pretty label. Please, guys, take care of yourselves, make choices that work for your body and your budget, and let me know in the comments. What supplement should I feature next? I have a whole list, but I'd love to add what you are seeing on social media to that list. Thanks for being here. And if you have not already liked and subscribed, if you would do that, that would be amazing. It helps get the word out about these videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.